please, please, please don't forget your neck. Hello, back in the bathroom. I was thinking about calling this episode Things I Would Have Told My 23-year-old Self. Here's why. The other day I was digging through understair storage and I found this. It is my first headshot at my very first TV station, and my very first TV station was in a mall, and these would hang outside the TV station, and I snagged it before I left, and I've carried it with me ever since. And I thought, oh, look at that fresh face, so exciting. Not using any skincare at all. And so that got me thinking I have got to do a video on skincare because I get a lot of questions about skincare, and I have had a long road to where I am today from that picture more than 11 years ago. Boy, I wish I could go back and say, Kara, please start skincare now. So today, I thought I would talk about the 5 products I use on my face every single day. I mean, 5 products where if I got the flu, I'm still gonna come into this bathroom and put them on my face. I really struggled, honestly, right after that picture was taken, maybe 6 months to a year later, with cystic acne. I had to do a number of things to try to get rid of it, including taking an antibiotic for a number of years. I struggled with it for most of my 20s and even into my early 30s. Everything that I use now when it comes to my skincare always takes me back to the fact that I still struggle with some acne problems, and that has to still be on the forefront when I'm going in and picking out a product. All of the products that I'm using today are clearly geared toward my skin type, which is kind of an oily combination, but they do have an option. If you have dry skin or sensitive skin, you can find something that'll work for you. Let's start. The first product I use every single morning and at night is clearly a face wash. Now, 2 components to this. First off, it's called Murad. You may have seen it before. This is a time-release acne cleanser. It provides 8 hours of continuous acne control. It also balances hydration to diminish the visible signs of aging. Now, that's what it says here on the front. That's what sold me, right? Oh, anti-aging and acne. It's so frustrating to have to worry about wrinkles and to have to worry about pimples at the same time. This has the salicylic acid acne treatment in it, 0.5%, nothing too crazy. I will tell you that I have tried to use acne face washes before in my recent years, and it dries out my skin. You know where it feels really tight when you try to smile? This does not do that for me. This one I find meets that perfect combination. I tell you what, I'm one of those people that likes to try new products. I'm not necessarily the best at being product loyal. And I have changed from this product before, multiple times, in fact, and used products that were more expensive, maybe products that were cheaper. Every single time I start to get those little bumps again and I start to break out, and it dawns on me, that's because I stopped using the Murad. So I'm not changing again. I finally figured it out. You don't have to tell me more than 3 times. I'm gonna keep with this. Something that changed my whole life when my mom got this for me for Christmas is the Mia 2, the Clarisonic. If you have not used one of these to wash your face, boy, are you missing out. It feels so clean. I can't ever go back. It suggests using it once a day, especially if you have more sensitive skin, so I typically just do that. And it's typically in the evening to wash off all the grit and the grime, but this is one of my favorites, so I pair my Clarisonic with the Murad, and I have had a lot fewer breakouts, especially on those problem areas that you see perhaps like on your chin or on your forehead, and that makes me a happy girl. My next product that I use on my face every single morning is vitamin C serum. I was a little skeptical at first. They're kind of expensive and I didn't want to make the investment. I'm glad I did. I've noticed big results in the last few years. So here's what vitamin C serum does and why I love it so much. It neutralizes free radicals. Doesn't that sound cool? Free radicals, just talking about pollution, sun damage, dirt, all that good stuff. You put this on in the morning and it blocks that. It creates this invisible barrier. There are a couple of different levels. They've got 10%, 15%, and 20%. Right here with the oily skin, I can use 20%, no problem. I've never had any irritation. If you have more sensitive skin, you may want to dial it back to 15 or 10%. When it comes to vitamin C serum, certain brands can be more pricey, and there's a reason for that. It is the Pure L ascorbic acid. You have to have pure L ascorbic acid for this stuff to work. And even better, 5% pure vitamin E, if you can snag that too. That's how you know the serum is actually going to do what it says it's going to do. So what does it do? It brightens. It diminishes fine lines and wrinkles. I told you it blocks those free radicals. It also calms the skin. When I'm dealing with cystic acne or any sort of a breakout, to be able to have that calming effect is really important. I will tell you, this product, I've probably seen the most results with as far as the brightening of my skin. I have seen a considerable difference. I would almost swear by vitamin C serum, and I put it on my face every single morning, and it takes about 5 to 7 drops. You put it all over your entire face and your neck. Oh, please, please, please don't forget your neck. So many times I forgot to put any sunscreen on my neck, and I'm still paying for it as far as kind of having those different aging lines on your neck. Just make sure, again, you're looking for that one particular ingredient, the pure L ascorbic acid. You want that to be in there. The next product I use every day, a moisturizer, goes on every morning and night. Recently I tried to kind of up the moisturizing factor. I thought, oh, it's winter time, I need to get more of a cream, something really thick. Mistake. By the end of the show, it would all be running off my nose, and I realized, okay, I've taken it too far, so I need to stick with a night cream. That's fine, I want to do that, but I have to have something lighter during the day so that my makeup stays in place. So if you're running into that problem, perhaps you're using too thick of a moisturizer. I made that mistake recently, so I get it. A product that I really love is from Dr. Perricone. Recently I started using this face finishing moisturizer. A couple of things that I like about it. First off, it's paraben free, which I know is important to a lot of people out there. It's lightweight, so I barely even feel it. It is loaded up with antioxidants, and it also is great, of course, for reducing fine lines, brightening the skin, all those good things that we like once we get into our mid-30s and beyond. I tell you what, it feels like you're kind of putting a cloud on your skin. SPF. Every single day. I don't even mention it. It's not even in my top 5 because it's not even an option. I should have started putting an SPF on my face when I was 16, and it took me years to figure out to do it, because I don't care if you're sitting under lights or you're in the car or you're just going out to check the mail. You need to make sure that you have that broad spectrum SPF. So this does not, which requires an extra step. So if you want to save a step, find a moisturizer with an SPF. It's important. Smells good too. It kind of smells like rose leaves. Going back to the vitamin C serum, it blocks any of those pollutants. So I've got just a force field all in front of my face between my serum and my moisturizer, so nothing bad can get to it. A lot of the products that I'm talking about today, gonna put down the moisturizer and pick up my eye cream. So many things to say about the eye cream. Let me back up a little bit. I didn't use an eye cream until probably I was almost 30 years old. Huge mistake. I didn't think I needed one. I never even really thought about it. No one said you should be using an eye cream. I thought, well, I'm young enough, I don't need to do that. No, no, no. You need to be using an eye cream 18 years old, maybe younger. Now I'm having to do a lot of corrective products, and corrective products are more expensive. And they're corrective products because I was never taking care of my skin when I was younger. And that's probably one of my biggest regrets when it comes to a skincare routine, getting one established early and making sure you stick to it. But again, going back to my 23-year-old self, I wish I could have told her that then, and maybe I wouldn't have to spend so much on skincare. This is the Age Eye Complex. And this stuff is wonderful. You use it in the morning and use it at night, but actually diminishes dark circles, puffiness, just that tired eye look altogether. One thing that's really great too, it has this reflective property in it. And so it kind of reflects light, which I love, because then it diminishes that look of dark circles. I do have a problem with puffiness, and I do have a problem with crepiness, that thin skin that kind of wants to sag under your eyes. And so that's been my biggest issue. So whenever I'm kind of figuring out what sort of an eye cream to get, I'm looking for something that's going to combat the crepiness. I've been using it consistently in the morning and at night for the last couple of months, and I feel like I've noticed a difference, especially when it comes to firmness. If you do not need all of these corrective products because you have taken care of your skin and you have done all the right things, good for you. I have one for you. It is called Physical Eye UV Defense. It has SPF 50. And it is designed to protect. I find that it is one that's just giving you that moisturizer and that protection, and you're not necessarily needing all of the extra stuff to reduce puffiness and dark circles and crepiness. I would suggest that to anyone who doesn't have any skincare issues under their eye, or if you're younger 18, 20, 22 years old, this will be a great product to start with because it does have that SPF 50, so it's going to prevent any of that awful sun damage that I've been working so many years to turn around. Another word that you like to hear when you're talking about eye cream, or that I do, is peptides. So it's got the peptides in it as well. When you're using this particular eye cream, this is not one that goes above the eyelid. You actually just use it under the eye and you use it above the brow. Now let's talk heavy duty. This is a cream that I put on my face every night before bed. It is only meant to be used at night. It is Glowbiotics A-Team Age Reversal Retexturizing Retinol Treatment. Is that a long enough name? I started using this about 1.5 years ago, and I've seen huge improvements. And there's a lot of questions about retinol out there, and I'm sure you've heard a lot about vitamin A and what it does to your skin. It is supposed to be the maximum when it comes to anti-aging, when it comes to firming the skin, when it comes to diminishing wrinkles and protecting the skin from any future damage. The retinol treatment is also going to help with any sort of hyperpigmentation. I have found that this particular item, because it is a retinol treatment, it doesn't cause me to have any flaky skin. It's not that harsh. I use it every night on my entire face and then again on my neck. I asked my facialist, I said, if there was one product that you would recommend to people, like if you're on a desert island and you're stuck there, what product would you take with you? Now, first off, she said sunscreen. Duh, I get it. The second product was a product with retinol in it because it is going to help so much. I think I would probably agree with her. If you see this, how it opens up, it has to be airtight, and it actually needs to be in a dark package, an opaque package. You can't have any light or anything getting to it. And you want to make sure it's airtight too when it's closed. There's a couple of different ones out there as far as retinol is concerned. You want to make sure you're using something that jives with the rest of your skincare products. So if you do have some sort of an acne problem and you are using a product that is a little harsher as far as washing your skin, or a moisturizer that has certain ingredients in it, you want to make sure they're all balancing out with each other. And speaking of skin, when you are putting on the products, something I had no idea that I was supposed to do, let the products sink in. Especially when it comes to your moisturizer and your eye cream. They need to be able to sit on your skin for at least a minute or two before you start applying your makeup. Boy, I'm so impatient. I'm always rushed in the morning. I never thought to do that. I'm just putting it on, going on to my foundation and primer and moving right along. Allow your skin to soak up all the goodness of your moisturizer, your eye cream, your vitamin C serum. Brush your teeth in between. Give yourself a little bit of time to let the product do its thing so that you're getting the most bang for your buck. Product size when it comes to any sort of retinol is going to be very little, and a little is going to go a long way. So these are 5 products that I put on my face every single day, some in the morning and at night, some before bed. Obviously, while there's little vanity there, maybe not so little vanity there when it comes to taking care of your skin, being on television, there's also a safety element too. So going back a long time ago, I used to tan in tanning beds, and I was also a lifeguard for a summer, and I very rarely put on any sunscreen, and I actually had a very scary situation with what at one point was thought to potentially be skin cancer. Now, it turned out not to be, but I do have a big scar on my arm, and I've had multiple moles removed from my face. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's why I think that SPF is so crucial to your skincare routine. Putting it on every single day, whether you're putting on makeup or not. I would just encourage you to use SPF every single day, and I know I make it a part of my skincare routine. It goes without saying, so I guess technically 5, 6 products that I put on my face every single day if they're not in combination with what I'm already using. As my mom would say, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Can't turn back time at this point, but I can work with the products and the skin that I have now and make the most of it. I would still love to go back and talk to my 23-year-old self, but maybe not just all about skincare. I hope you enjoyed taking a look back at Carolee from 2006, 7. And the product information I shared with you today. If you have any products that you love, or any questions about other things I use during the week, go ahead, comment below. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Talk it out, get some information shared. And if you like what you saw, go ahead, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for a new video every Monday. Have a great week.